Sometimes the pain you carry wasn't your fault. Someone said something that cut deep. Someone you trusted broke that trust. Someone you cared about hurt you in a way you never expected. And long after the moment passed, the weight of it stayed with you. Pain like that doesn't disappear overnight. It settles quietly into the heart. Sometimes it becomes sadness. Sometimes it becomes anger. And sometimes it becomes unforgiveness. There's a saying that many people repeat because it carries a difficult truth. The pain wasn't your fault, but the healing is your responsibility. And that sentence can feel unfair at first, because when someone hurts you, it feels like they should be the one fixing it. They should apologize. They should make it right. They should understand what they did. But the truth is, many people never do. Some people never apologize. Some people never understand the damage they caused. And some people move on with their lives without realizing the weight they left behind. So what happens then? You're left holding the pain. You're left carrying the memory. You're left dealing with emotions that were never yours to create. And over time, unforgiveness can quietly grow. Not because you're a bad person, but because the wound was real. Unforgiveness can feel like protection. It can feel like a shield that says, I won't let that happen to me again. But if we're honest, holding on to unforgiveness also keeps the wound alive. It keeps the pain close. It keeps the moment replaying in your mind. And slowly, it begins to steal your peace. You start carrying something that was never meant to stay with you forever. The Bible speaks gently but clearly about this. In Ephesians chapter 4, verses 31 and 32, it says, Let all bitterness and anger be removed from you. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other. Forgiveness doesn't mean pretending the pain didn't happen. It doesn't mean saying what someone did was okay. And it doesn't mean allowing people to hurt you again. Forgiveness is something different. Forgiveness is choosing freedom. It's deciding that the pain will not control your heart forever. Because when unforgiveness stays too long, it begins to shape how you see people. It can make you guarded. It can make you distrustful. It can make your heart heavy in ways you never wanted. And if you're someone who already carries a lot, if you're someone who helps others, if you're someone who cares deeply about people, that extra weight can become exhausting, emotionally exhausting, spiritually exhausting. But healing is possible. Not instantly, not perfectly, but slowly, step by step. Sometimes healing begins with a quiet decision, a decision that says, I will not carry this forever. A decision that says, I deserve peace too. And sometimes the first step toward forgiveness isn't even forgiving fully. Sometimes it's simply releasing the bitterness, letting go of the anger little by little, and asking God to help your heart soften again. Because healing doesn't happen through force. It happens through grace, through patience, through time, and through the quiet work God does inside a willing heart. If you're carrying something heavy today, a memory, a betrayal, a hurt that still feels fresh, know this: your pain mattered, your feelings are valid, and your healing matters too.